What's good, people? Faux Brits show here. Two big moves to talk about. Finally, there's movement. Finally, yes, we're ready. I'm your host here, Eames. New Twitter name right there. New Twitter, making moves. Faux Brits Twitter coming soon as well. So keep your eyes out on that. Two moves to talk about. We have one in and one out. Romelu Lukaku. It happened. It finally happened. We got our number 9. We got our striker. You can go back to the episodes previous to this. You can see my thoughts, Snacks' thoughts on Romelu Lukaku. They're not great. They're not great thoughts. I'm not going to lie to you. We were not that optimistic about him signing. First off, I didn't think we were going to sign him. I thought it was a guarantee. Belotti, Morata, I thought we would just eventually give up, pay Morata's fee, get it over with. We didn't. I'm glad we didn't because F Real Madrid. I hate Real Madrid. Come on, guys. Really? Just sell Morata. What are you trying to do? You literally bought the man from Juve so he can ride your bench. They bought him fully intending to sell him, by the way. Let's make that very clear. And then they come play hardball with us. So I'm glad that we stuck it to them. We moved on, but we bought Lukaku. And, like me and Snacks, we were not nice to Lukaku. We said some very ish things. Lukaku, he's a great striker, right? I mean, his record speaks for itself. We've said that as well. His goal-scoring record, unbelievable. But, for me, if you've watched last season, you know that I complain a lot about the other aspects of being a striker, right? So Zlatan was getting his goals, but I just didn't like what else he was bringing to the table. He was literally a mailbox. He was up there, no movement. His distribution was terrible. Gave the ball away a lot. It's just I didn't like what I was getting, and I'm a Rashford guy. Everyone knows this. I am a Rashford guy. I love Rashford's movement. I love what he brings to the team. When he plays, there's more danger, right? So, I mean, maybe we don't score as many goals. Maybe we didn't when he played. You can throw stats at me all you want, but there's more danger. And Lukaku, he brings basically kind of a hybrid of Rashford and, Zlatan. He's a big man. He's a very, very big man. He's got pace, so he's got that on Zlatan. Definitely a lot more movement up front, I think. Definitely a lot more movement. But, his first touch. His first touch, man, I don't know, man. I already know right away. I mean, the bias is on full blast right now. I love Lukaku. He's the greatest striker to ever breathe oxygen. But that first touch, I have a feeling that come December, I'm going to lose my mind. That first touch is not great. But, also he's a bit lazy on defense. Maybe we can put it to him getting complacent with Everton. I don't know. I guarantee you he's not going to play that sort of lazy defense with Jose Mourinho. That's just a fact. That's a guarantee. So we'll see. I'm full biased until December. I think, he's a good signing. I'm very happy about that. I'm glad he's wearing number 9. Good stuff. I was worried he was going to wear number 10. Wayne Rooney. What can I say, man? What can I say? I'm not that old. I don't think I remember Manchester United. No, I do. Yeah, I mean, I barely remember Manchester United without Wayne Rooney. Most of my prime of following this club has involved Wayne Rooney. That's just a fact. I saw Wayne Rooney when he was, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best strikers in Europe. There was one season, 2010, which was coincidentally the season where he was on his ting and he was at his prime. Is the same season where he peaked and then he went down in the same year. Bayern Munich game away, I think it was in May, semi-final, maybe quarterfinal of the Champions League. Van Boyten, I don't remember who it was, Van Buren, Van something, barely touches the guy, falls on his ankle, and that's it. He injured his ankle that moment and he never recovered from that. Not the ankle, but just he never came back from that injury with his form. And from there, it was all downhill. He's had moments from that injury, right? He's definitely had the bicycle kick happened after that. Legendary, the bicycle kick is I think it's the best Premier League goal of all time. But, it's just, he peaked and he never went down. And with Wayne Rooney, I was saying this a lot too. It just seemed like he was a guy that kind of got lucky. I mean, he was talented, right? But he didn't have the work ethic. And if you've ever played this sport, I'm sure you've played with people that were just ridiculously talented. You play against them in a game, and you just see a guy that's just unreal, right? but they never make it. They never go anywhere. And with Wayne Rooney, I do feel like timing was really great for him. Like certain things fell in place at the right time, and he made a career out of that. I mean, honestly. But at the end of the day, my guy did not work hard. He really didn't. During games, nobody can fault him. He's all over the pitch, tracking back, making runs. You cannot fault him, right? But ultimately, once the game is over, and players are in the gym, players are working out. You see Valencia, we won the EFL Cup. The next morning, my guy posted an Instagram video of himself going ham on the treadmill, right? Some players work hard. Others, it's just, it's a game. It's a game for them. For some players, it's a game, and it's a job, and it's a lifestyle, right? And Wayne Rooney, I'm not doubting whether or not he watches football or talks about football with his friends, right? But you just feel like he never really pushed himself that hard. There was one thing he did. He worked on his free kick taking. There was that one season where he scored quite a few free kicks, 3 or 4. But just like the lifestyle, man, you're like, eat well, bro. Go to the gym when you don't have to. And I mean, there's certain things, right? But ultimately, he is a legend in my book. Just because at his prime he was unbelievable, and he's Manchester United's highest scorer, so you really can't take that away from him. Whatever you do, that he'll always have that title, unless Rashford takes it. But he'll always have that title. So ultimately he's a legend. Wish him the best. I say that like tongue in cheek, whatever you want to say. I hope he does well for Everton. But I'm glad that we have Romelu Lukaku now with Rashford. I mean, ultimately, Wayne Rooney still played a lot of games last season. And people are a little bit worried now maybe Rashford is going to fall behind the line with Lukaku. The one thing that I also like about Lukaku is he's not very similar to Rashford. I think they can play well together. If they do that, I really do. I mean, you could have said that about Zlatan as well, but Zlatan really didn't sacrifice a lot. Someone's going to lose their mind. But I do think that Lukaku and Rashford can play up top together. That's your 1 in, 1 out video here. Hopefully we make another signing, we do another move, maybe sell someone, Chris Smalling, Phil Jones. But thank you for watching. Faux Brits Show.